He was such a good man, Frank. He never wanted to hurt anyone. Who would do such a thing?
Oh, it's hard to tell. Be a roving gang of thugs, a blackmailer, an angry husband, a gay lover. There's no way for a man to die. Yeah, you're right, Ed. A parachute not opening, that's the way to die. Getting caught in the gears of a combine. Having your nuts bit off by a Laplander. That's the way I want to
go. Going on safari, motherfucker. Safari.
What's up, everybody? And welcome back to another YoJoeJerk toy review. I'm your host, David Bowman.
My God, it's full of stars.
And today, we'll be looking at the G.I. Joe Classified Storm Shadow. Alright, let's take a look at this box. We got the figure and all included accessories. On this side of the box, we got the artwork. 131. On this side of the package, you got your number, your battle stats, your artwork, and your QR code. On the back of the package, we got a nice digital render of the character. Ninja Hood action. A Rushikage tattoo. On the bottom of the box, you got your legal mush and your barcode. Alright, I got the dull Excalibur here, so you know what time it is. Cut, pop, and the pull out. And the quick look. Ooh. Oh, and we back. And let's take a look at this figure. And we are going for the head sculpt first. And this looks great to me. I really like this. The hood is glued onto the top of the head, so no matter where you move this thing, the face ain't moving inside. Eye paint and eyebrows are dialed in really well in there. They look really good. And I think this is a really creative way to do the hood, to tell you the truth. We got all the camo pattern all over them, and I like it. It is totally reminiscent of version 2. Down at the feet, we get the retro version Storm Shadow feet. Nothing wrong with that, done really well. I love the tread on the toes there. Top, we got 3 different kinds of paint here. We got black, white, and gray. Up here, we got these new shin guards. They look really good. Got a samurai vibe going from these things. Digging the black and red paint together on there, all the way around to the back there. Up here, you get like a pseudo knee pad sticking out. We get a little swivel there. The pants seem to be new. I thought they were gonna be reuse of the original, and they are completely brand new. So I like the puffy kung fu pants. They look really good. They have a nice texture on there. Besides the camo, there really isn't much going on, but I really like the look of it. Up on the waist, we get this crazy belt slash like kung fu dress thing going on. And I gotta tell you, when I saw it originally, it really fucking bothered me, but I think this looks fucking amazing. And honestly, I fiddled with this a little bit off camera, and it does not hinder him at all. It will just ride up a bit, but he can totally Van Damme it for you. This thing does not get in the way, and even when you move it up, it goes side to side, but if you just set it down, it stays, so it's not like floating, see? I can hold the figure like this and move him up and down, so this holds really well. And honestly, I thought this whole piece was gonna bother me, but it moves around so well. And honestly, if you don't like it, it's just glued to this pouch, and you just hit that with a little alcohol and this whole thing will come off. But the only thing this would really hinder is him getting into any kind of vehicle, so that kinda sucks. So real quick, we'll go over it. He's got these nice pouches up here. He's got the little crotch flap there. Has nice texture all over it. He's got his kung fu padding, some rope, some throwing daggers on there. Just more awesome texturing all over this. He's got a butt flap, a pouch, more kung fu padding, and then he's got his sword holders right there. Up on the chest and the waist, this is a separate piece that could probably come off, and the same with this. But it isn't like tunnel wrap. Once you set it, it's in a position really well. Like, I think they finally figured out how to do these floaty overlays and actually keep it secure. So if you don't like these, they come right off. I'll show it to you in a little bit. And under here, we have the original Storm Shadow torso, and I like that. I have no problems with it. It's a good torso. So he does move around really well with this thing. He does go back and forward really far. So like I said, it doesn't hinder any movement at all. And here's a closer look at the overlays, and like I said, he's got that nice black rope. We got red deco here and here. We got his Kung Fu shoulder pad with all that nice texturing in it, goes back and around, and everything's really solid on this. I really like this figure more than I thought I would. And here's where things get awesome. He has so much range in that butterfly joint, you can do a lot with this. Up on the arms, he's double jointed pinless, got his Arashikage tattoo. I'm not sure if this is brand new at all. There's a little pocket under there. Everything's textured again. Skin tone looks good. He does come with the trigger finger hands. And it's the same thing on the left arm. You basically getting the same exact thing minus a tattoo. And now on to the accessories. So he comes with 2 pairs of the Kung Fu claws. He comes with fisted hands, karate chop hands, 2 katana blades, a new backpack, and a compound bow. So first up, we'll take a look at the Kung Fu claws. Again, these are the same claws that just came with Raptor. And I gotta tell you, I think Hasbro fixed their plastic problem, because these things are a lot more rigid. Like, they're not so gummy. They stay in position really well, and I'm actually really impressed. Next up, we have his compound bow, and we've seen this thing before. It is a little bit off, but it's because of how it was set in the plastic. But this isn't like Naugahide's bow. It is actually very rigid. This is not bad at all. Next up, we got the karate chop hands, and these are the same hands that came with Quick Kick. Ain't got any problems. I love the karate hands. And next up, we get a set of fists, and it's the same deal. They're from Quick Kick. They're from the original Storm Shadow. They work. I dig them. Next up, we get 2 ninja swords, and they are just cast in a silver plastic. They actually look really cheap. Nice red paint on there, and it's nothing we haven't gotten before. And last up, we get this brand new backpack. I'm digging it. I like the arrows. Up here, we got a place to hold the bow. On each side here, we have a spot to put the ninja claws. Got a little rope, all kinds of texture on there. He's got a little sleeping bag, more hooks for storage, and just some more texture on the back with the peg. Alright, and I normally do accessories next, but I'm gonna take these overlays off just to see how he looks. And here he is without his overlays on top, and I think that looks really good. But there's no paint on the butterflies, so you're not really gonna see any camo on there. Looks nice from the back. And there we go, we got it back on there. So now we're gonna do the accessories. So first up, here he is with his karate chop hands. And like I said, if you were worried about him not being able to pose, this figure is highly poseable, and it looks so fucking good. And here he is with his Kung Fu fists. He's giving somebody the karate kick from hell. And here he is with his swords. They fit in the hands no problem and look fucking great. Swords poured in no problem. Boop, boop. And there you go with the sword storage. It looks really good. And here he is with the bow in his hands. Too bad he didn't come with any arrows. And here he is with the ninja claws, and these actually fit into his hands perfectly. And even sitting in the rest position, they fit on the hands properly, not like Raptor. And there you go. You can do the old swan dive with him. It looks fucking awesome. He is so poseable. I really talked some shit about this figure. I'm so happy it came out good. Anyway, looking at this backpack, I see that there is a spot for an arrow, so maybe I might have lost an arrow somewhere. I'm gonna have to look around for that. But with the bow, I'm pretty sure you just line it up and push that in, and basically it looks like the bow stores like that. So in the end, I'm assuming everything clips in and just looks like this. But the claws are a little loose, and I could really give a shit about this backpack. And here he is with the backpack. It ported in no problem, fits on there really good, and I can always appreciate when the figure can hold all of his shit. And for size comparison, we have him with Shipwreck and Big Ben. And next up, we have him with Storm Shadow and Storm Shadow. Next up, we have him with Destro and Nagahide. And last up, we have him with Jinx and my boy Ralph. So at the end of the day, and my final thoughts on this figure are, I am 100% blown away by how good this figure actually is. I talked a lot of shit about it on the live stream, and I'm glad I'm fucking wrong. I like that you could take all the overlays off and you'll get your original version if that's what you're out for. Otherwise, the classified update on him is awesome. I love the red and the black colors mixed in with the grays and the whites. They totally nailed it on this head and mask combo. All the weapons are rigid. I didn't get anything that's really gummy. This figure is fucking dope! And that's all I got this time, people. I'd like to thank you for stopping by, and I'll catch you on the next review.
Holy fuck! That was diabolical!
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe!
Deadly blight, be the night, raw dogs, rally tight, bark with the street mic, YouTube, wrecking crew, YoJoeJerk in the fight, toy gangs, disavowed, reviews cold as ice, podcast kings, no jest, spitting truth from the crest, hip-hop nights, we quest, fans ride, never rest, YoJoeJerk, dropping bombs, critics get distressed, toy gangs, flex, disavowed, savage and blessed, mega power start to blaze, raw dogs in the frame, barking wild, never stray, we tear down the gray, YoJoeJerk blaze the way, drop reviews all day, toy gangs, disavowed in the bay, they slay, street tales we recount, haters we surmount, raw dogs how loud, in numbers we count, podcast real talk, topics they astound, YoJo fight back, reviews like the town, toy gangs straight facts, legends on the rack, disavowed brutal hacks, never looking back, streets report.